Hi, Leo. This is your channel messages for the 25th of August. Leo, your channel message is if this message finds you, your wait, give me a minute. Your next chapter is unlocking, Leo. So maybe you're going into the chapter of entertainment, Leo. Okay, maybe you're being an entertainer. Not sure if you're an actor, actress, comedian, singer, age of, because them always say when you start younger, you can lick stardom. When you start old, you know the time passed already. Me getting your time has not passed, Leo. Me getting your next chapter. Me getting the next chapter in your life. The next chapter in your life is either two things. It's either kids, since you rule other people's children, or your next chapter in life is entertainment. I'm getting you're gonna be a star, a celebrity, actor, actress, a dancer, choreographer. Sorry for all the wrongs that you have done. I don't want to hear sad stories, 'cause the damage already done. I'm sorry, Anthony B is in my head. So much damage already done. Stop and listen a while to meditation style. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Leo, I'm getting your next chapter is chaptering. Okay, first card out, we have the Hand of Cards. Take a chance, right? I'm gonna take a chance, take a risk, take a change, and break away. Exactly, I'm getting you're taking a chance, you're taking a risk. Being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. Leo, maybe that's the next chapter in your life. You're becoming a gambler. All right. So maybe you're into casino things, or you're into bets, taking bets. This could be your next chapter involves me getting stocks and trading. Are you a day trader, Leo? We also have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past and making memories. Or me getting it turning into a photographer. Maybe you start to have a newfound love for photography. It could be behind the scenes. Maybe you want to be a cameraman. Maybe you want to be on movie sets. We have twin flames, yin and yang, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. And we also have photograph. Look at this photograph. Every time I see it makes me laugh. My eyes get so red. What the hell am I just eating? This is where I went to school. This time I got things to do. Criminal records said I've broken twice. I must have done it 1,000 times. Wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Someone to listen was back then. If I was them, I wouldn't let me in. Oh, Leo. Oh, God, I know. Every memory, I'm looking at the back door. I found a photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's time to say goodbye. Maybe you're saying goodbye to something, Leo, because I'm getting a next chapter starting. We have twin flames. Maybe you're breaking up with somebody because you have to migrate, or you get one opportunity to go somewhere, and maybe your girlfriend can't come along, so I'm getting you to leave her because of the opportunity. You know, if she love you, she'll make you leave. If she's selfish, she'll tell you, don't leave. Stay with her and abandon the opportunity. So if she love you, she'll make you leave. She'll say, you know what, you have a chance to do better than me, do it. But people are not that, people are very selfish. They would never say that to you. They'd rather you struggle with them and see you better off without them. We also have a karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. We also have mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationship, reflect on our wounds, introspection. We have not today, not dealing with hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, call, avoiding a call, avoiding a conversation, or avoiding a person, boundaries, and still being angry. We also have mask. I feel like you're going in entertainment, Leo. Me getting you going on videography or photography, or me getting you want to be an actor, you want to be an actor, but me getting you older. Maybe you have Leo rising. You might have Leo rising. You always feel like you want to be something in life. Like you feel like you want a lot of attention on you. But maybe you're a shy person underneath it all. Maybe you don't really, you're making somebody, you have an acting coach. It could be something like that. Something like that. Sweetie, when I was younger in Jamaica, I was so much into acting. Like, I was just like an acting freak. I would go to auditions. I have monologue. You have a monologue? Leo, if you want to be an actor, the first thing you have to do, okay, so you have to get a headshot. All right, I don't really believe in them things, I'm going to be honest with you, because acting world is basically who for dick you suck. That's how acting go. I don't know if you know this, all right? So if you want to be an actor, you have to fuck for the right role. I don't know if you know this, okay? I'm just giving you a heads up. You have to fuck for the right role. You want to be a model, you're going to be a prostitute. Okay, you need to know that. All the big models what you see, what run runway, yeah, you know how they make their money? Other men from foreign countries say, auction them and say, I want she for your weekend. And the agency take most about 50% and you get 50% and you have to fuck a man in a foreign country. But you need to know this, okay? Sweetheart, model, you don't be a model and rich. Models are not rich. Models are rich because of prostitution. You should know this. All your favorite models you ever see in your life, them had to suck a dick to get there, okay? So I wouldn't suggest you going into entertainment if you're not really looking for fuck the right person unless you have the good backitative. Unless, okay? Anyways, so you want to be an actor, Leo? Okay, so first of all, you want what you want to do? You want to do it like the normal way? Well, first of all, you're going to have to go to school for that. If you want to do it the normal way. Because usually actors meet them connections in school. You know, you can get up and go to an audition here, like get up, just go to an audition. But usually everybody have agents. How you get an agent? You have to take a headshot. Make sure you take it by a man who do headshots. Do not go to a wedding photographer. Do not go to a birthday party photographer. The photographer need to say, I specialize in headshots. Him cannot take passport size photos. When the agent see a thing, them know it's not taken by a good photographer. So if you don't know nothing about headshots is a picture of you here, and up. That's a headshot. And what happens is when your agent has a role, like if it's an audition saying want males from 25 to 30 for audition for the lead role, your agent, I'll say no one. Okay, how you get the agent? You have to get the headshot first. After you get the headshot, so the headshot at the front of the headshot, it's going to be a picture. At the back of the headshot, it's going to be everything you ever done so far. Maybe you're an actor and you don't have any credits. We call it credits. Credits is usually everything you did in your past. Usually when you go film school, New York acting school, when you go to school for performing arts, you could say at least I study acting. Because sometimes certain people be like, you can't be an actor, sweetie. You never even studied Broadway. You think you can be an actor? Yes, I do. I don't think I need to study for it. I really don't. I don't. I just, this is what I think. I don't feel like I need to go to school. If me, they want to be an actress right now, I don't feel like I have to go to school for it. I can cry on command. Bitch, there's certain things we can do. And even in Hollywood, those bitches don't cry on command. Them smell onions. And them eyes get watery. And then them go on the X and say, okay, quiet on set. Action. And they just start ball because you smell onion. You don't know how it go. Sometimes them have eye drops for stimulate tears. Okay? So don't feel like you have to be this raw talent. Are you doing Broadway? Broadway is different. When you do Broadway, is everything live. You're going to do a show for 2 hours, you have to memorize the script. Make it you want to be an actor. An actor don't, yes, actor do Broadway, but make it you might want the TV and film. So first of all, you have to spend money, a lot of money, but like $500 to $1,000 on a headshot. Again, the front of the headshot, is a document. It's going to be like a big document, like a 8x10 or bigger. At the front, you have a picture of you in your most organic form, no makeup. If you're a girl and you want to be an actress, don't put in a blood clot here. They can do it. Then we'll see your face and say, I like her. We will add hair. We will add makeup. You're not forgetting now, headshot as an actor with beer, makeup and mascara and all of these things. Recruiting agencies don't like that. Okay, so the front will be a picture. Make sure you choose something what you're wearing look very nice, very professional, like a dress shirt. Not go in a marina. Let's take a fucking acting picture. Bitch, where you graduate from? Anyways, so at the back of it, you're going to have your credits. Where you're in a school play, you're going to get one advertisement. Well, were you in Shark the movie? You know, like these things, you put it at the back of it. Then you will send these to a agent. Some like orange models. One time I got orange models, you know, orange models in Scarborough. One time I said I want get into the audition scene. I'm gonna go orange models. You know them in a Toronto? Yeah, I'm gonna go. And one white man was there, right? And so, people really in the office I try audition. I may talk to the white man, and the white man will tell me say me have to give money for him for book auditions for me. I'ma say no, that's not so right. They'll see me. Why me have to pay you? So why you can't take the money from me after I book the audition? Him said no, I have to pay him first. I'm tell him say I don't have money for pay him. And he was upset with me. Bitch, what the fuck? Anyways, but glad me never fucking go through with that nigga. Right? Anyways, so then you have to have credits. So then you go submit it to agents. You're gonna look upon all acting agents in Canada, acting agents in America. Now, sometime it's very hard to get into. But you will send it to them and then will tell them to come in for your audition or come in for a interview. Also, you need to know what is a monologue. You know what a monologue is? You have to have a monologue. You know, monologues, you have to have at least 2 to 3 monologues. And Leo, if you want to be an actor, you need to know your casting type. People think when you're an actor, you can play any role. It's a reason why Leonardo DiCaprio did only book certain roles. You know, it's a reason why certain actors, like if you ever see, like Denzel Washington, they always play the same role because that's a casting type. You don't say, I'm an actor, I can act any single thing. No, your headshot supposed to reflect the type of actor you want to be. Suppose you're the mean girl. You need to have a monologue being a mean girl. All right? You need to be like, hi, my name is Vanessa Carby. I'm 33 years old. I'm from Jamaica, and this is my monologue video. I find it really fucking strange that every single time I call your fucking phone, you're nowhere to be found. And it's crazy because every single time you do this to me and I react, you blame me for my fucking reaction. You know what? It's okay. I feel like I deserve better and I'll find better. So you stay where the fuck you are and I'll do the same thing. End scene. You have to record monologues. 2 to 3 monologues depending on your casting type. If you're the bad guy, you have to have a monologue making you look like a bad guy. If you're the goody two-shoe, you have to have a monologue for making you be a goody two-shoe. I remember when I was in Jamaica, they had this thing called the World Championship of Performing Arts. I went there, I'm audition, I'm get through, and basically we were supposed to go to America. But my family was holding on to my documents, and they never want me to travel. So basically, I never get for go. But they did use me to go on CVM TV way before I start work on CVM TV. Years before I start work on CVM TV. I go up on CVM TV for basically represent World Championships of Performing Arts in Jamaica. I'm going to go up on it and do a monologue. The monologue was, so tell me you love me. Tell me I'm the only thing you want. And I did a monologue about a girl who kind of act psychotic over a guy. And then they put up on TVJ with Yenny Phillips and we did the same thing. So you have to have a monologue, and the monologue have to reflect the type of actor you are, Leo. So you need a headshot, you need a monologue. Now, if you want to be a self-independent, then you're going to have to research casting opportunities and show up there. If you want an agent, you have to submit headshots, and not every agency going to accept you. You know, especially sometimes them accept you, sign you, and bench you. Or you get no auditions, or them say they're not looking for black girls. I'm sorry. Yeah, all the auditions are asking for Caucasian women. You know, we don't see it necessary to send you on audition because audition asks for Caucasian women. Usually that's how auditions go. Them say we want an Indian man 20 to 40. We need a black girl for commercial. They will say that. They will tell you the type of people them want. Auditions, Leo, is not you going to an audition and fighting a white girl for the fucking role. Them say them want black woman. So they're gonna submit, every agency submit every black people them have in them roster. And only go to audition. You would not see white people there. Because that's how screenwriting go. When you have characters, them will say what the character is. You don't just go at audition and because you can act, them say, yes, you will play the lead role. That's not how it go. So there's a lot to learn about the business. Leo, again, I feel like you want to become are you trying to become a comedian? Could be that, all right? But I don't know if you have an acting coach. I never had an acting coach before. All my acting was from being self-taught. I did Everybody know Paul Obil in a Jamaica. Him do stages production. Everybody know Paul Obil. There's a guy named Paul Obil. Wait. If anybody knows Paul Obil, you know Shabana Ramsey? You know all of these Paul Obil, he died. Before he died, I did a course with him. See him signature here. Let me show you Paul Obil. Paul Obil, CEO. So Paul Obil, that the Stages Productions in Jamaica, which is one of the biggest productions in Jamaica. I'm going to do a course with him in a speech and drama. I also went to Media Technology Institute in Jamaica to do videography and voice. So I did have a little bit of training. I never have no New York Academy training, but I did train with Paul Obil himself. And everybody know who, you know Paul Obil? Paul Obil is a very, him responsible for Stages production. Yeah, see, Pragmatic Productions. If anybody come from Jamaica, you know who this is. Paul Obil, one of the biggest directors in Jamaica, play history. And I trained with him before him dead. Because him passed away. Wait, sorry, the light. Wait, hold on there. Yeah, Paul Obil. Paul Obil, I'm gonna show you a picture. Him work with like Shabana Ramsey, Oliver Samuels. So I'm gonna go on training thing with him. Let me look on him picture. Paul. So if you can do little courses for help you get acting coaches, that would be good. Paul Obil never. All right, I don't want to talk shit about him. Never mind. I don't want to talk shit about him. Paul Obil. B-E-A-L-E. Well, everybody's supposed to know Paul Obil. This guy. Paul Obil. Him is like a Jamaican. Him responsible for Stages Productions. Like everything in almost biggest thing in a Jamaica. Him is one of the biggest in Jamaica. Him passed away though, but I did work with him before him died. So you might want to enroll in little courses. I don't know if somebody will send you to acting college. Maybe you want to go college for acting, where you're around actors, everybody who are act. And usually when you finish the semester, you'll have a play. Or you have a like when we went to Media Technology Institute, they make me play one girl who beat a guy. And I never know why Media Technology Institute did that to me. I never understood why they did that to me. I never understood it. Joel Tomlinson, bitch. Them didn't make me act one thing where I beat up this guy. Like it was crazy. And then people did think me as a man beater. I don't know why Media Technology Institute did this. Me can't find it. Home him for beat you. Him name Joel Williamson. And there was this guy there and him come home late and I pretend to hit him and I beat him. I don't know why they make me at this part, but we're at the part, we shot the movie and then our parents kind of came and watch it and then we graduate. But to this day, I always wonder why they make me the girl for like beat up a guy. Let me see if I can find it. Media Technology. And with a hammer. Yeah, it's a hammer argument. Yeah, them did this to me. I don't know why them did that to me. And to this day, I say, why they make me act? I'm sorry, I don't mean for hold up your reading. Give me a minute. It was so weird. Media Technology. I can't find it too fast right now. But even in Jamaica, them had me play this character who beat up this guy. I can't find it right now. It was crazy. Anyways, Leo, the point I'm trying to make is it's good if you have any type of work, especially when you're working with people in the industry, even if it's a training program. Acting is something you have to invest in, because the return is big. You see how much kids end up breaking to acting and then parents become so rich the parents never have to work again for the rest of their life because them use the kids. So usually them invest the kids in acting from a young age. But that's just a little opinion I can give you from my little acting world, Yeah, so let's continue reading, Leo. Shall we? So I'm getting, yeah, you're into something about cameras or videography, something like that. All right. We have the heart, and acting is something you have to want it. You know, you can't say the girl on YouTube is wasting her time when you want to be a fucking actor. Know that. Let's go. We also have the familiars. Do you come from a family of actors, a family of performers? Okay, maybe you're the first actor in your family that you want to do something like this, you know? They will say you should be a doctor. Yeah, but acting, to play a role, to be a doctor, pay more. So I'm not really honest. That's all you want me to be a nurse. Okay, if I can one movie as a nurse when I get more pay. Like, so like, you know, it's just weird. All right, just go. We also have the doctor. All right. And acting is something where you have to tap into your emotions. You know, you really have to be delusional and schizophrenic to be an actor. Ask any actor. Any actor, you know, them tell you, say, I had to be very schizophrenic-like and delusional. You have to act. When you're acting, you have to take on the persona of somebody else. Even when you're a method actor, like Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was a method actor. And him say after him do the role of the Joker, him never remember who him is. The way how him was a method actor. If you know about method acting, you can Google what it is. Heath Ledger, before he died, he always talk about the fact that the Joker was the role, what it really, him say him couldn't come out of the role. So usually when you, and look on Heath Ledger, what come in 7 Things I Hate About You. You have to act like, you have to be a psycho if you can do that, if you can go from 7 Things I Hate About You to playing Joker. You have to break the barrier in your mind, that's your personality. You have to act like somebody you're not and convince the crowd that you're this person. You have to be psychotic. You have to be schizophrenic for do this. People with sane minds cannot duplicate them brain. For be a character here and come back and be a character there. That's not how it works. So if you're a person where you're not imaginative or you feel weird for be somebody you're not, you can't act. You have to be delusional and very schizophrenic to can do that. They can play a role and convince people. Like look on Cersei from Game of Thrones. She was such a good actress. Look on Joffrey. Joffrey from Game of Thrones was such an amazing actor. Look, okay, remember Harry Potter? You remember the lady in Harry Potter? I don't remember what she name, but she did in the pink. And she did do the thing in a Harry Potter, like she did burn Harry Potter hand. In Harry Potter, the Half-Blood Prince, people did hate her. She couldn't even walk on the road. People are saying, dirty bitch. She's an actress. She's an actress. Even Cersei, Game of Joffrey. People was like, I hate Joffrey, I fucking hate Joffrey. Bro, he's an actor. He's an actor. You know, look on the guy from Power. Ain't you that nigga from Power? Man, use a fucking snitch, right? Remember the guy that I saw from Power? The guy, I never say he's a fucking snitch. I never like, yo, chill, it's a show, chill. Yo, he's a fucking snitch, man. I fucking hate. Yo, chill. It's a movie. Yeah, you have to can break the boundaries in your brain for take on 2 persons. Remember, being schizophrenic mean you're 2 personality. You're bipolar, right? Almost every actor have a hint of bipolarism. Because normal people cannot be themselves and then learn a script and take on a persona and act that way and then go back to normal living. That's not normal. People don't do that. You have to be at least a touch of bipolar, a touch of schizophrenia, a touch. If you can play certain characters. Worse when you need voice training. Sometimes your acting require you to be to have accents. Like Tom Holland. He's British, but in Spider-Man, he play an American accent. So there's a lot of things that go into acting. It's not about you just being a celebrity and you're acting. It's a business, it's an industry. It's no different from a normal marketing job where you go to and you go send your resume and you wait for your interview. It's no different. Miley Cyrus can tell you, say, she wasn't supposed to be Hannah Montana. Them tell her she's too young. And them said, no, we're not going to pick you. Even Selena Gomez did audition for Hannah Montana. She never get it. And them said the NNN, it was between Miley Cyrus and another girl. And them keep tell Miley said she's too young. Them say, you're too young. I think she was like 10, 11. And the role was written for like a 12 or 14-year-old. And them keep tell Miley said she's too young. You're too young. We'll love you, but you're young. You're too young for the role. And she said, no, she'd have to just show them so she could have managed. And then them cast her. And Hannah Montana, everybody knew Miley Cyrus since. So acting is something that it can give great success and fame. but it's something that will take a mental toll on you because you're that's why Miley Cyrus, after Hannah Montana, she did act really provocative. Because everybody keeps seeing her as a child and she wasn't a kid anymore. She even came out with a song, I can't be tamed, I can't be blamed. Those who don't know me, I can get a bit crazy. When she came out very provocatively, and they were saying, my kids are looking up to you. But Miley Cyrus was an 18-year-old woman. But everybody knew her from Hannah Montana. And she was trying to run away from that persona so much, she started acting that, we can't stop and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from no. That's why. So acting is not. Yes, it's something where you love, but it's a reason why not people will fall off. People will go to psychiatric wards, or people will dip on medication. You have to learn how to split your brain. If you can't split your brain like a bipolar patient, you cannot be a good actor. Every good actor have a hinge of a lot of delusion and just a tip of schizophrenic bipolarism, because that's the only way you can split your brain. Okay, so let's continue the reading. We're getting somewhat a doctor. We also have the scapegoat. All right, maybe your parents did use you all your life to be an actor, or maybe this is what you wanted to do. Maybe you couldn't do it, the scapegoat. Maybe you always find joy in doing skits or acting. When you were little, maybe you grew up in an abusive home and you always love to watch movies. Or you used to say, I just want to be an actor. So maybe you had when you were disoriented, like when you're younger and you got through abuse and you try to make your mind be somewhere else so you don't give in to the abuse. Maybe that's what happened to you when you were younger, Leo. You always daydream or you always perform, or I don't know. Maybe, again, you could be a comedian. Maybe that's what you're doing, which is a little bit of acting, but it's more like your personality. So we have scapegoat, we have a doctor, all right? We also have the owl. I feel like you wanted to be an actor, but you were put on medication, like antidepressants and these things, and just to hinder you from like expressing your creative side. We also have the in-between. We have consequence. And you remember, it's not everybody who become an actor make it. You have millions of people who relocate to LA every single day and them never book a role. Or them only get like extra behind the scenes. You just see them walk past. Oh my God, that's my hand. Look, I'm on TV. That I know you. You're that girl from the commercial. Bran flakes. Wholesome. Bran flakes. Oh my God, that's me. You notice? Yes, I love your commercial. Oh my God, I'm famous. See you later, Bran flakes. What a nice cereal box, right? Sometimes only a hand up on a commercial. And you do the commercial, sometimes I don't know what you want. Do you want the print? You want the TV? You want the movie? You want the theater? You have to know what you want, but you can't do all. So that's not how it works. Okay? Cynthia Bailey, she named Cynthia. She's a very good dancer. She specialized in Broadway. She can sing on cue. Not a lot of actors can sing on cue. Some of them have to go in the studio, go record the song and be on key. And then when they're in the movie, they have to lip sing. So it's like Cynthia, like Ariana Grande. These girls can do Broadway. Them can memorize lines for 2 hours, perform it in front of people in wardrobe with lights, and people are laugh and the crowd is there and sing. And usually you have to be a triple threat if you want to make it. If you can sing, dance, and act. Sing, dance, act, like Zendaya. Zendaya was a singer, she was a dancer, she was an actress, and then she turned a model. So she totally came out of it, even though she still acted, right? Exactly. Miley Cyrus wasn't a dancer, but she could have sing and act. Selena Gomez was a singer and actress, exactly. It come in pairs. You don't just say you want to act alone. Unless sometimes you can burst out in those things, like Anne Hathaway. She's not a singer, she's not a dancer, but she can act. Meryl Streep, beautiful Miss Streep. Yeah, she's an actress. She don't sing and dance, to my knowledge. So sometimes I can get through, but these are Caucasian women. Are you black? Are you a minority? It's going to be harder for you. Because Hollywood don't write roles for black women. Rarely. Usually black women are supporting roles. Look on people like Davis. What's your name? Something Davis. Look on she. Phenomenal actress, but she never get the credit. She never get her flowers properly. Taraji P. Henson, when she did act in Empire, that was a big, that's what shut her off in her career. You know, from when Taraji P. Henson a fucking act, and only when them cast her in an Empire as Cookie, that's when people did fuck with her, because she could have acted the role so well. Look how much other movie Taraji P. Henson coming at Benjamin Button. She never even get that much accolades from Benjamin Button. Did she get an Oscar from that? Maybe. Or people know her from Empire. So again, the acting world, you have to know, it's something you have to study. You can't just say you want to be an actor and because you can't act and you know you're great at. No, this is a business of casting directors, of directors. Sometimes you don't meet the people you work with until you make it past the audition. Sometimes the audition lasts 6 months. 6 months you go in every week for 6 months for read a role and I compete with other girls. It's very draining and hectic, and you have to spend money. That's why usually actors who launch off them career, them had mommy and daddy to support them. Usually, you have mommy and daddy. You have parents who were into acting, who did make sure them kids did go into act. My parents was not supportive of me. You know, my father one time, but my father was more than my mother. My mother did hate it. She fucking hated it. Even when I was doing YouTube as a little girl, my mother didn't want to shut it down. But I remember going to Media Technology Institute and I tell my father and him say, okay, yes, I can go. We never really have money, but him say, yes, more pay feet. And my mother was pissed. But my mother hated it. She hated it so much. She never ever wanted to see me be an actor. She never wanted at all. My dad too, but him was kind of more supportive than my mother. My mother was like, hell fucking no. She hated it. She any single time when I have like an audition or anything, she would no. And my brother, no. My brother hated it. My mother hated them. Just never wanted me to do anything in acting at all. So when you have supportive parents, it's easier for you. When you have parents who fight against you or you live with them and you try auditions and them cuss you off every day, it's very hard for do. So I don't know your background, Leo, but me getting your next chapter in life, you're saying I want to be a star, but I don't know if I'm too old. Well, it depends, because Hollywood casts older people to be in movies. So you need to know your casting type. That's why you go to school. When you go to school, sometimes your acting teacher will tell you, you look like you'll play the mean girl, the villain. Are you the villain or are you the good person? You need to know your casting type. Okay, let's go. And you need to know how to differentiate real life things from you acting. You don't say to yourself, I want to be an actress, I'm going to practice on my girlfriend. He's a horrible actor. It's not how actors do it. You have an acting coach, terrible coach. Probably a coach is a nobody. Yeah, because they might make you practice by your girlfriend or your blood clot acting career. Really? Let's go. We also have choice and we have just. Okay, Leo, let's actually get some cards and go into your reading. My battery look low. So I have to stop the reading when this dies. Let's go, Leo. First card out is Virgo. Yeah, I'm getting something about the clothed man. This man, it could be a casting director. The casting director wants you. Something about a Virgo or something about your acting. Are you in a movie? I'm getting something about production, Leo. I'm getting you work with a Virgo. In this production, we also have Apple. Are you maybe at the advertisement? Maybe you don't want to be an actor in movies. Maybe you want the press and media. Sometimes when you're the press and media, you're the catalog acting. Like you'll just come in and want ad. This could be like anybody you seen on one iPhone ad is an actor. Anybody you seen a Rogers ad, unless it's a Rogers M, is an actor. Them got them casting. Them say looking for a Caucasian girl for commercial for Rogers Canada. Everything is up on TV, Monday. We hate Mondays. But now you don't have to hate Mondays. Mondays make your hair. Every ad you ever sip on TV, these are people who have a headshot, who work with an agency, who went to an audition and sit down in a room and went there and read the script and got it. You ever see an Apple commercial with people? These actors and actresses. It's not real people. Not unless the advertisements say these are comments from real life people. Okay? So I'm getting something about Virgo and I'm getting something about Apple. Are you auditioning for Apple iPhone? Somebody want advertisements for Apple iPhone, something like that. We also have Aquarius. Aquarius rules the people. Yeah, acting is very competitive. Bitch, you think medical school competitive? Huh? You think being a doctor is competitive? Try acting. One of the most competitive fields ever. Maybe that's why my confidence is beyond my years. I'm always, because when I was younger, I was into acting. And when you're into acting, bitch, whether your parents can afford it or not, you have to be very confident. You know how much fucking people you have to beat out? You know how much fucking acting rounds you have to go through? You think finding a job and interview, resume hard? Be an actress. Go to auditions and try to book that job. And then, Leo, you have to remember that when you book a job, you have to sign contracts. How long the contract say? If you're stupid, you will say, if you're stupid, Neutrogena will say, Leo, we want you in a one ad. We're going to pay you 5,000 Canadian dollar and buy out. Never you buy out as an actor. You don't know nothing about acting? Yes, I tell you. Because I do. You never buy a buyout contract. Never your agent might say, yes, it's okay. Go to the audition, make them buy you out for $5,000. And then you're in a 2-year contract. What does that mean? You're going to audition for this role, then they're going to pay $5,000 for shoot or advertisement, and for 2 years, you can't be in any other production. But $5,000 can't last you for 2 years. And that's how you fuck yourself. You see how you get fucked? Yeah. You say, yeah, man, me's an actor. I booked my first audition. Oh my God, how much am I paying me? $8,000? And the contract buyout. You have no royalties. Why would you sign a contract like that? Because you're not supposed to mother or father or your agent is greedy. It's a fucking parasite. That's why they're making that. Why would you go to anything for make them pay you $8,000 and you have a 2-year contract? $8,000 can't last you for 2 blood clot years, but you don't know what that means because you're an actor. Your agent do, and your agent just a sign here. And then you book the role, you get the audition. Yes, people see up on TV, you get the $8,000. And as humans, when we start getting broadcasting on TV, we feel like we have to up a lifestyle. You know, people see up on TV now, you need to dress a certain way. You know, you need to in a certain car. But $8,000 can't last you 2 years, and you can't do any audition for 2 years. So you need to know that too when you're going into an acting contract. Always take royalties. The last acting contract I ever signed was with Jamaica Information Services in Jamaica. That's the last acting. I never signed an acting contract since being in Canada. So if them have me on TV here, them never get my consent, them never get my signature. The fuck of them use me and them not give me no money. I don't get 1 blood clot red cent on nothing here, so I lie them a tell upon me. The last acting contract I signed with Jamaica Information Services in Jamaica in 2018. I'm doing human trafficking advertisement for them and domestic violence. That was the last production Vanessa Carby signature signed. And then pay me 50 grand Jamaican for that. Then pay me 500 Canadian dollar. Since me there Canada, me never signed a contract for you up on TV before. Ever. So if you see me on a channel, or if you see me somewhere, if you see me upon people blood clot camera, them not paying me fees. I lie them I tell. I exploit them, I exploit me. The last time I signed anything, I do the buyout contract with them coming there and migrate. Some say it's okay. I'm going to do the buyout contract in Jamaica coming out in Jamaica. That's why I'm signing a contract with Jamaica, JIS, Jamaica Information Services. We did a domestic violence campaign and human trafficking campaign. If Jamaica Information Services go back to them and everybody in Jamaica say, you know, so I see up on TV, I never know you used to get abused. I say I not get abused, it's a commercial. And everybody in Jamaica, because it wasn't for the government. They do one commercial for the government of Jamaica about human trafficking. And then I come to Canada and them traffic me. That's crazy. Them traffic me as I sink. Beetle sink. And in Jamaica, for the government of Jamaica, I do one human trafficking campaign for them. For 500 Canadian, for 50,000 Jamaican. It was crazy. I'm going to say, look how I do this for the government of Jamaica. I'm going to come here and them traffic me. Wild, bitch. Anyways, so you need to know what you do. You don't accept contracts unless you're getting royalties. And sometimes royalties is like 50 cents. Royalties don't have to be a lot. Michael Blackson was showing us him residual contracts, and I bear 50 cents, $1, $10, $12, bear them. So sometimes you don't get a lot of money. But you know, if you sign a good contract, you'll get a good buyout. You will get a good royalty. Yeah, royalties is what make it. Royalties is what's going to guarantee you more money. You never take a contract of buyout. They're gonna buy your image and use you for 2 years, and you can't go no audition for 2 years. You might not know that if you don't know about acting. Let's go. We have YouTube. Ooh, well, YouTube don't sign actors. YouTube is just YouTubers. Exactly. I'm up on YouTube. I'm not sign a contract with nobody here. I'm not under oath. I'm not under contract with nobody here. In Canada, no. I'm not under contract with nobody. One time, I did do this thing called calling out bullshit in Montreal. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed about it. Oh my God. One time, one Italian man did me do an audition with that's like my most embarrassing fucking project. Something called calling out bullshit. I'm here bleach. So fucking embarrassed. That's the worst acting choice. That was worse than Shark the movie. I don't know why the fuck me do that. That's the only thing I did in Montreal, but I never signed a contract. Calling out bullshit. Oh, it's embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Call bullshit. Call and out. This is I'm gonna show you. But it's so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. Oh my God. It's not okay. I'm so fucking embarrassed. Why am I make them do this to me?
Hi, I'm Jessica from Wall Street TV. And here I am with Vanessa from Bullshit Inc. I have a question for you. I was wondering, what is the vision behind this new project?
Well, Jessica, you see, calling out bullshit is really fun. And it's even more fun with the power of you, the crowd.
So, what is the plan exactly?
Well, you know, it's all about value. We do this as a team.
Bitch, I'm not embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Worst shit I could have. It's not okay. Bitch, but that's not Quebec. Calling out bullshit. The worst shit I could have ever done in my fucking life. And the man never pay me. He never pay my fees. I never get paid for that, bitch. So now I'm upon this random Italian fuckers YouTube. Oh, him they want fuck me. Yeah, him. Bumbleclot, bitch. Him they want fuck me, and him never make him fuck me. So him end up. I don't know. Him said something about him was fucking an African girl. Him.
Of Timo Collective, where teamwork matters. We focus on innovation.
Bruno, him name Bruno. Bruno didn't want fuck me. I never met Bruno fuck me. So Bruno end up not giving me no blood clot money for this, right? Bitch, I got through so much things with people. It's not okay. So that wasn't real. That was just a thing me did do for him, for that production. I was supposed to get paid. Him never fucking pay me. It's so fucking embarrassing. Like some more calling out bullshit, some weird shit, white Caucasian shit. You see me is the only black person there. And even on camera, my skin dark. So they never do me no justice, you know? So you have to know what you do. Sometimes you will do media production with people and then don't pay you. Me never even sign a contract with that. I think, how me end up get that? Me don't know. I must be on Kijiji or some shit like that. So even that production me did in Quebec, them not have the contract of me. They never even pay me. So you need to know, even sometimes when you're working with media houses or people who say, yes, we want to take off, then will fuck up your whole shit. You know? Maybe that's why people are blood clot torment me every day for me to call out bullshit, because this bumbleclot Italian batty man will never make fuck me. Right? So you see, you have to be careful. People will sabotage your career. So that's very humiliating. I'm so fucking embarrassed. So I'm like, let's go. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm on YouTube. No, because I'm not signed to nobody. I'm not under a contract. I never sign nothing. Not like that. Not. If you want to send me anywhere, but believe me, I'm being exploited and I'm not giving me no money. They might take the whole of the money and I pretend I'm on board with them. I'm not. That was the second to last production I do. After I do this, I do Shark the movie with Starmy Maya. When she said, I want to go fuck, right? Which is terrible. You see? That's why you have to be careful. People will fuck up your whole career. That's embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed I ever did that. That's so fucking embarrassing. Anyways, we have YouTube. So sometimes actors will be YouTubers. Because them have more control over them content. Them have more control over their money, even though YouTube take a portion, right? Of course, when you act for media houses like this, them supposed to pay you. But them can like what you call it, backdoor you. This guy did backdoor my bad. I'm so it's not okay. It's not okay. I'm so fucking embarrassed.
Bullshit to change the game. And you know, there's a new saying on Wall Street that goes, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered.
And a hero create righteousness.
I'm so embarrassed. It's not. This is the most embarrassing shit I ever did with Caucasian people. Anyways, the point is, Leo, it's a dog-eat-dog world out here in this media industry. So you really have to have a good mind, and you have to really strong, and you have to believe in yourself. And people are call you stupid. They're going to tell you to go look at a job. They're going to tell you, say, hey, you need to do this. You have to believe in yourself if that's what you want. And when you do reach that milestone, believe me, it pays. It pays. But some people never reach that place. Some people do this their whole life. Let's actually go into your reading. I'm sorry I'm talking so much. Your reading is like 46 minutes. Let's breeze through this, Leo. So we have YouTube. So maybe you don't want to be an actor. Maybe that's why you join YouTube. You might get discovered on YouTube, okay? Somebody might discover you on YouTube and ask you for coming for your audition or production. All right. So fucking embarrassing. Let's go. First card out is a Tower. I'm getting your blowing up, Leo. So if you did take the leap of faith and you did decide to become an actor or you did decide to be a part of a production, bam, it's a blow up. You're blowing up. Okay, so I'm getting it's success. You're blowing up. Blow the fuck up. You're blowing up. And to me, that production, how much views this have? Let me look how much views it have. Bitch, this would, to me this said to myself, say, this wouldn't even 31 views. Bitch, my YouTube get more views than, bitch, this is 31 views. 31 6 years ago, exactly, when I'm in Quebec. 6 years ago. Let me see. Bitch, 31 views. Was it worth it for 31 views? Absolutely. Bitch, my tarot readings get more than 31 views. So you have to be careful because sometimes your shit can get I'm so embarrassed. I'm so fucking embarrassed, man. How much? Wait, hold on. Okay, this have 255 views. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, we see the success.
Hi.
This is so fucking stupid. This is the stupidest shit.
Your host from the NYC floor for the upcoming Bullshit Inc. IPO. Now my question is, how do you plan to solve the problem?
So what's the problem?
Our world is filled with bullshit and nobody stands up to call out their bullshit. You want to know what the problem is? We have professional bullshitters on traditional media, seasoned bullshitters on social media going around spreading their bullshit everywhere. Then we have 50 feet of, crap, and a poor guy working at 9 to 5 getting filled with all this bullshit.
I'm ashamed. You fuck. I'm ashamed. Let's go ahead and go into my shame, you fuck. My shame. I don't know what I'm gonna do that for. I don't know. Anyways, Leo, the Tower card. Exactly. Sometime it upon YouTube and your shit blow up and you're part of a contract. How much? Okay, wait, sorry. I don't mean to linger the reading. Let me see how much subscribers them have. Let me see if I have more. You see why sometimes I turn YouTuber? Let me see how much subscribers them have. Let me look. How much subscribers you have? 6. Bitch. You see? Okay. Me dep on YouTube at the tarot. Me have about 1,000 odd subscribers doing tarot. You was a so-called professional company in Montreal, and basically you don't have more views than me and you don't have more subscribers than me. That's why people turn YouTubers. Leo, so maybe if you really want maybe if you turn on YouTube, you can stream too if that's what you want, but again, it's going to take a lot of time. Because that's 6 years ago with 9 subscribers. Me up on YouTube, I read tarot, which people don't believe in, for 3 years. Me have way more subscribers than that. So that's usually why these people went to YouTube. Because them say, me go join my acting career, me go buy out contract, me can't do nothing for 2 years, and then sometime in a take off. That shit never took off, bitch. Bitch, that was as successful, bitch, as Black Paint. Bitch, that never even take off. 6 subscribers in a 6 years. Me have more upon this channel. Me have more upon YouTube. But at the time, when I wasn't reading tarot, me to think that this production would have been bigger than me. Turns out, I was bigger than it. And so sometimes people trick you out of your blood clot destiny. Yeah, I say, oh my God, you just wait for somebody to give you an opportunity. Jesus Christ. When me to get that opportunity, me, I say, yes, this is great. Oh my God, yeah. I'm going to be part of a production. It's Caucasian people. There's another Black person there. This is my time to shine. Little did I know my time to shine was on YouTube, reading tarot. And maybe in the future, I might do other things. But back then, when I never read tarot, me that wait on people to give me the spotlight. Not knowing 6 years later, when I give myself the spotlight and be on YouTube, them have 9 subscribers, Brody. All true, Uno combined, 9 subscribers. Bitch, me have over 1,600 on my channel right now. So how, you see? So sometime you will say you want act because you want people to say he's a star. But sometimes the production don't blow up. You know, just because you're part of another man's production, it don't guarantee your success. Look how much movies flop a box office. Even though you didn't do the part, you do the audition, you read the line, you was on set for 6 months and the movie flop. And people are telling you say he's the worst actor ever. And you're like, bro, this is my first acting job. Exactly. So that's why people went to YouTube. Leo, maybe you want to start a YouTube? But maybe you're not confident enough, you know, like to be on YouTube and have one person watching you. You're like, I don't want that. Okay, but me have one person that watch me, or 2 people that watch me with 1,600 subscribers. How much person was what? I'm sure that guy have more money than me. Him, the short guy, and so-called Jessica, the white woman, all of them have more money than me. But that never stopped me from being more famous than them. And that's how this industry go, Leo. And I was me never want under nobody control. That's why I'm not sign a contract here yet. I not see a contract here. I never been offered a contract here, and I never saw anything that I would say, yes, let me put my signature on the line. I never did that since 2000. The last contract I ever signed was with Jamaica Information Services for them domestic violence and human trafficking at campaign in 2018. So Leo, you want to do this for the fame, the fortune, you want to do it for the spotlight, or you actually want to do it because it's something you love? If it's something you love, do YouTube. Of course, YouTube not really pay you too much, and now you have 8,000. February, you have 8,000 hours to even start monetize. You know, you can join Kick if you want, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like sometimes you can't wait around for the opportunity. You have to give it to yourself. And that's why a lot of people join YouTube. Because at least them could give it to themselves. They don't have to wait for nobody. Let's go. So again, we have the angel. The first card was a tower. I'm sorry. So we had a tower card here. Leo, I'm getting a blow up. I'm getting something about a Sagittarius. If it's not a Sagittarius, I'm getting something about a lot of people going to reach out to you for certain type of jobs. I'm not sure if somebody was lying and saying, oh, you work for my company, you're under contract. I'm getting is you're not under no contract, Leo. I lie them, I tell upon you. Them probably don't want you to be an actress or actor. So them I try to sabotage you and say, no, she can't do this. She's on a contract. No, the fuck she not. Who the fuck tell you that? Tower card. I'm getting you a blow up. We also have Sagittarius here. Something about a Sagittarius that wants to work with you. All right. We also have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting you get an email or a message from I'm getting is a famous person contact you. Maybe it's a media host. It could be a casting. I'm getting you get discovered on YouTube. That Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube. You know, right? Yeah. Justin Bieber never go to one talent agent. His YouTube he was on singing you got it bad when you're on the phone. Hang up, then you call right back. So you got it bad, but it needs to. No, you got it bad when you stuck in the house you don't want to have. Right, that's how Justin Bieber they get discovered. YouTube. We have the King of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting this man. He want to reach out to you. Somebody want to work with you. All right. I'm not sure if you're going to be a part of a production or you're collaborating on another YouTube channel. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting something about this. I'm getting something up. You might have done a production in the past and you not get paid feet. Them don't want to pay your feet, Leo. I'm getting some about a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know if they might use you up on a stream or they might use you for views. They're not paying you. Maybe them a tell people, so them a pay, them not pay. You're up on the stream and everything and people are sewn together and then them leave you and go home with the whole of the money. And you not get nothing from it. And them is like them want to tell people, say, yeah man, she's selfish. She have money. No wonder why blood clot people are sitting up on the road and I beg my money, like I have money. Bitches sit up on TV, they not give me no blood clot money. Me never sign a contract with them. So every time when the blood clots, they come like riches over me. I'm in fucking Salvation Army clothes. What the fuck am I talking about? You're a target. In Salvation Army clothes, bitch, me pay $3 for this. Me's a target because I'm in a blood clot second-hand clothes. On a fucking delusion. On have an illusion over uno. I don't know if me good at illusions. Bumbuckle time people say me them want beg me blood clot money. Bitch, you know some I don't have no money. Me don't have none. But people say me that way. Maybe because them see with one man who's supposed to give you money because them might use it on a stream or them might use it on camera. Them not give you nothing. And them have the public belief say you have money and you're selfish and you don't want to give nobody nothing. A lie. Leo, let's go. I don't know if it's a Leo do this to you. Like somebody greedy and take the whole of your blood clot money and use it and exploit you. And you can't get no other contract. You can't get ahead. You can't get no new deal. Because them think you're under contract with these people who are use you. But don't know these people. Let's go. We also have the Page of Cups. All right, so I'm getting, somebody want a conversation with you. I'm getting you're going to be discovered on YouTube. Something like that. We also have the King of Cups. Again, this man want to work with you. Maybe somebody will take over production. I'm getting you work with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Them take the whole of the money for themselves. You don't get nothing from it. Nothing. You might find out that's the only reason why somebody around you. Because every time them around you, them dip on stream or them make a lot of money. And maybe you would think, oh, he's my friend, he's my boyfriend. You know how much money he make when him go home and you don't get nothing from it. Me getting you're gonna meet a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer man. You might work with him and him going to pay you what you deserve. We also have the Knight of Wands. We have the literally the Eight of Swords, Maybe that's why you come getting you saying you feel like your career hindered. And you wanted to be an actor and you do everything and you can't get through. Your image might have been, me getting you might use your image, maybe currently, unbeknownst to you. So maybe they might exploit you and you don't know. Me getting one Gemini, Libra, Aquarius to exploit you and I keep the whole of the revenue. We also have a debt card, exactly. I'm kind of getting something about them might make millions, so much money off of you, and something about come getting them use you on TV, them exploit you, the public think you're rich, or the public bully you, and you don't have no money. So you have the fame, but no money. And you can't get a job because you're too famous. And the reason why you're famous is because it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I use you. And if you're famous, you're supposed to be getting paid. But the fucker not pay you, and you can't get no job because you're too blood clot famous. So what you gonna do? Commit suicide? You're dead? You're gonna kill yourself? Okay, you get used on these people's stream, you not get paid, and you're too famous for your job. You're stuck, literally. Thankfully, you're not in debt. And maybe whatever you're a part of is secretly recorded. So you might find that these people want you to go to certain places for use your image. Like them want to send you to school. Them needed to be somewhere every day where them can record you and continue to make money off of you. But me getting if you're on YouTube, there's not a lot of things them unless them maybe them a pleasure, maybe them a pirate your YouTube videos. And them have it on like suppose them use their videos on another website. Maybe that's what them doing to you. But me getting you're on YouTube. So you're a YouTube person. You're not an actor. You're not on a production company. You're not on a show. Me getting the only thing you know you're on is YouTube. So Leo, yeah, especially when you have the wrong people around you, them will exploit you. You have to be careful. You'll get exploited and them don't pay you no money, or them thief the whole of your money, or them thief your content. They might thief you. Yeah, exactly. Because even if somebody want to buy a domain, they can't buy your image, not unless you sign a contract. I don't understand how somebody could be using your image to represent something or to make money off of you, and you never sign a contract with them. I never signed a contract since my inner Canada. Never did. Never. I'm going to leave it here, Leo. So yeah, I'm getting something about it being discovered on YouTube, something about a Virgo. Also getting Leo. Me getting if you were doing, me getting like somebody was getting paid. Me getting you and somebody. I don't know if they're up on stream, but me getting a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius was getting a lot of money and them never get nothing. Me getting something about me getting going on a new contract with a water sign, and them actually going to help you, or them going to give you. Me getting something about a lot of money. You owe a lot of money, Leo. So maybe something started off wanting to be an actor, but me getting after all this exploitation, and maybe people are use you without your knowledge, and you're required to do, and maybe you were part of productions whenever successful, maybe you start your own shit. And that's what's going to make you successful. This will give you longevity. Nobody can take this from you. You're not going to expire. This have no expiration date. Only when you're dead, it expire. When you're acting on one show or a movie, there's an expiration date. I'm going to leave it here, Leo. We're going to Virgo, so I'll be back.